All we need to do is handle our business. That's it. Handle our business. Go 2-1. Then let's talk. Good people, it's your boy Mr. Rome, Cowboys fan talk, right back like I never left. What's good? Listen, we don't need to be worrying about the rest of the division. I just want to get that out the way. We don't need to be looking at how bad Washington played. We don't need to be worrying about what the Eagles is doing. We got business to handle. Got New York tomorrow, and they 2-0. We're 1-1. So we have business to handle. Handle your business first. Don't be looking forward to the Commanders game because they was looking Trinity to dash today. It is what it is. We'll worry about that after we handle our business. That be our problem. If we come out there worrying about what we saw today, saying if we just knock off the Giants, we could be 3-1 before we no. This is a week-to-week league. That's what everybody need to realize. You're 1 or 2 games away from people wanting you to be fired. That's a fact. It's not a maybe or nothing like that. Nah. 2 weeks ago, Washington thought that they were just as good as everybody else in this division. Just 2 weeks ago. It's crazy like that. 2 weeks ago, Washington thought they was on par with the Eagles, on par with Cowboys, on par with New York. 2 weeks later, I'm literally hearing Washington fans and Washington content creators saying they done with Ron Rivera. 2 weeks. You can go from 3-0 to people not wanting you to be on the team anymore in just 2 weeks. Week-to-week league. Why am I saying all of this? Because we need to focus on tomorrow. Handle our business. New York is not going to be an easy game. They gonna come to play. New York hasn't felt this good about their team in a decade almost. Seriously. I feel like, or at least since the boat game, whenever that was. They really haven't felt this good about their team. They're 2-0. Like everyone else in the division, they hate us with a passion. Hate y'all too. But they're going to try to use us to springboard their season. If they can knock us off in their mind, they feel like, okay, we're the thing that the people use to solidify themselves. As crazy as that sounds. Like, say, for instance, Washington next week, when we play them, will look at us and say, if we can just beat Dallas, we can get back on track. Seriously. For some odd reason, we're the measuring stick. It's not an odd reason. It's because we're the best team in the division. Historically. It is what it is. We have a winning record over every team in the division, and I know why their fan base hates us. I would hate us too. We tend to beat y'all down on the regular. But we'll talk about that later in the year. All I want us to know is that, listen, the game tomorrow is the only thing we need to be worried about. Seriously. I know Carson Wentz and that offensive line look like food. But not to be funny, Daniel Jones and this offensive line can be food too. Outside of Andrew Thomas, I know Neal is coming along, but he's a rookie. Outside of Andrew Thomas, we need to eat. And like I said, I feel like guard center guard for this team just as weak as Washington. What I say on my live yesterday, Oso Odigizua, Neville Gallimore, Quentin Bohanna, I need y'all to eat. Anthony Barr, I'm looking for someone on this team to have like last week I was saying, I need once a week until Dak gets back. Even when Dak gets back, let me stop saying that. I need once a week for a player to play out of his mind, do something that he's not normally known for doing, do something extra. Prime example, last week, Trayvon Diggs came up, made a solo tackle, game-saving tackle. And something that's outside of his game. He elevated himself. People say he only known for interceptions. He got physical. A great open field tackle. A momentum swinging tackle. I need something like that every week. Who's it going to be this week? Because I feel like CeeDee Lamb is due for a breakout. And it's not going to be just because of him. It's going to be because the whole team is lifting. I need the offensive line to block well so Cooper Rush can have time. I need Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, or Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, before someone jump in my comments and be like, why you mention it? I need them to go out there and get 130 yards. Last week you got 106, 110. I need another 20. I need a little bit more from you. All right? For them to do that, Kellen Moore, I need you to call a good game. I need you to not just be all in your script. I need you to be able to go off script. I need Kellen Moore to call a good game tomorrow. A more than balanced game. I need 25 to 30 carries. 25 to 30 carries will have CeeDee Lamb having a great game. It will be able to ease Michael Gallup back in without rushing him, trying to make him be a game breaker on the first. And I got this Gallup highlight video I'm going to drop tomorrow during the day, because I think y'all forgot who Gallup was. Y'all just forgot. I gave y'all a taste in one of my videos last week, but I'm going to give y'all the full clip. You know what I'm saying? It's about 2 minutes. But anyway, I don't want us to go out there and say, we're going to outpass. Let the Giants think that they're going to come out there lighting up the scoreboard, throwing the ball all around the field. We need to stop Saquon Barkley. We need to stop the run on the way to the quarterback. Micah Parsons out here tweeting out Jordan clips saying this is going to be his flu game, and I'm with it. I am with it. If there's any player on this team I trust outside of Dak Prescott that's going to be mentally focused and locked in, is Micah Parsons. Yes. And he leads by example. The rest of this team, they won't be locked in tomorrow. They will. I just feel like sometimes it's so easy to be paying attention to what's going on in the division that you'll get off track, you'll get sidetracked. I know, and I ain't even hate today on the Eagles. I said, they demolished Washington. Because it ain't about that right now. Let them do their thing. They already planning their parade. And that's fine. Like, luckily, this ain't Eagles-Cowboys week. It's Cowboys-Giants. Focus on your plate. You know what I'm saying? Eat the food that's in front of you. The Giants think that we sweet. The Giants looking at Cooper Rush. Wink Martindale is looking at Cooper Rush like, oh, this is going to be easy. I need Kellen Moore to be smart with his game plan. I need Mike McCarthy to go over that game plan. I need them to play like we played versus the Bengals. Because not to be funny, we are underdogs. Tomorrow, pay attention. Tomorrow during the day, every time people are picking this game, it's going to be 80-20 Giants. We might not get fully swept, but it's going to be like 80-20 Giants. We ain't out of the disrespect round, and I like it that way. I like that because Dak is hurt, because of the losses of Tyron Smith, Curse, McGovern, all the people we lost in the offseason period. We just aren't ones to be picked for favorites, and we perform better that way. So good. Keep it that way. But don't start changing that energy up. As we start getting players back, as we start getting healthier, because we're playing a long game. I've been a part of Cowboys teams that have dominant Septembers for as long as I can remember. That's our month. Dominate September. 30, 40-point burgers. Not 24-point wins, 30 burgers. 40-point wins. Completely dominant in September. And then slowly but surely you start to chip away at it. I don't think this year is different. We starting off, we just building a foundation. We building upon each other. We're going to be getting players back, getting healthier. Washington's going to come back too. Our receiving core is going to get healthier throughout the year. We're going to get our quarterback back. And our offense is going to look way different in November than it did in September. I mark my words. Our offensive line is going to be hitting on all cylinders. It's just going to be a different team offensively. Our defense is going to hit on all cylinders all year. We're just going to get better. I've seen how we getting down. We only gave up 2 touchdowns this year. I'm telling y'all right now, go out there tomorrow, finish your food, handle Daniel Jones, shut down Saquon Barkley, Richie James. I don't even know nobody else. Shepard. I feel like I'm being disrespectful. I don't know the other receivers for the Giants. Don't care. Handle your business tomorrow. Wink Martindale is going to try to blitz a lot. Be ready for that. Period. That's what he's planning on, blitzing the heck out of Cooper Rush and seeing if you can stop it. Have some counters for it. Please don't go out there and think you're just going to block up his blitz. He's going to be sending like 7. Be ready for it. Do not put Cooper Rush out there and just have him flailing because you wasn't ready for it. But look, I just want to jump here today and say, look, stop worrying about the division. Handle the food on your plate. The other stuff going to come. Washington will be next week. But this week, we handle our business with the Giants. I'll holler.